Well, I'm in the middle of this
Don't say good.
Biggie against Jericho and Del Rio.
This is
A pretty good match for the halfway main event.
they did mention it.
Later tonight, Paul Heyman will be out with his new client.
Curtis Axel.
If he's in a match.
But
During this match, it looks like Ziggler is trying to stay out of the way as much as possible. So, I'm not sure if he's... They say he's 100%, but I'm pretty sure he's 100%. I'm thinking that they're trying to keep him out of the way as much as possible, so when we get to the pay-per-view, there'll be something to look forward to at the pay-per-view. But it's a pretty good back and forth. Ziggler just got a tag, but Del Rio was in the ring, so he jumped out of the ring
as we went
to a commercial. But let's get back to it. Well, I'm in the middle of this
don't say good.
Biggie against Jericho and Del Rio.
This is
A pretty good match for the halfway main event.
they did mention it.
Later tonight, Paul Heyman will be out with his new client.
Curtis Axel.
If he's in a match.
But
During this match, it looks like Ziggler is trying to stay out of the way as much as possible. So, I'm not sure if he's... They say he's 100%, but I'm pretty sure he's 100%. I'm thinking that they're trying to keep him out of the way as much as possible, so when we get to the pay-per-view, there'll be something to look forward to at the pay-per-view. But it's a pretty good back and forth. Ziggler just got a tag, but Del Rio was in the ring, so he jumped out of the ring
as we went
to a commercial. But let's get back to it. The match breaks down as all four men fighting in the ring. Del Rio hits a sidekick on
don't say good.
straight to the face, which I thought was a retarded move to do, considering
He just came off
concussion. But after that, Big E jumped Alberto
with
that winning tackle he does. Jericho hits the drop kick,
knocking
Big E out of the ring. Jericho comes in and forearms Big E over the top. Dolph hits the drop kick, taking out Jericho.
he starts to celebrate
Before going over to try to deal out more punishment
on Del Rio, but
Del Rio's playing possum and rolls Ziggler up for the
quick 1, 2, 3.
So what does this mean for Payback? Is
Del Rio
that much closer to being world champion? Or will Dolph
show up and show off?
like he always does and retain the world title? I'm hoping that Dolph
Somehow retains.
title in that match, but we'll have to wait for Sunday. But coming up next, we're gonna see a replay of what happened on Monday between Caitlyn
And AJ,
which I believe was the best Diva mic work in a long time.
let's get straight back to it.
The Divas champion Caitlyn comes out for a match
Against Oksana.
who gets no entrance because she doesn't deserve it.
But
Right before the match, they replay part of the comments that AJ made on Raw to Caitlyn's face.
this
Causes Caitlyn to snap and kind of remind me of
AJ when she
first came to WWE when she first started on
the brainwashed
so when she would snap all the time. Caitlyn jumps
Oksana.
and beats her down. Oksana tries to run out of the way, but Caitlyn falls and continues to beat her down. the left tries to break it up, but
ends up getting slapped.
across the face for his trouble by Caitlyn. The match is then called off, and Oksana runs up the ramp, and Caitlyn looks like she's about to cry again, as we quickly move to another Ryback John Cena promo, which,
Like we haven't seen enough of
those. I'm begging
the WWE.
if I could, I'd get down on my hands and knees and beg to the world, please,
Let
AJ Lee become the Divas champion. Please allow Dolph Ziggler to
retain the world
championship, and please let them both be champions together. I think that would
be an awesome thing to see.
but we'll have to wait for Payback to see what happens.
But
We still got about 30 some odd minutes left of SmackDown.
Curtis
Axel is up next. He's preparing for his triple threat Intercontinental Championship match at Payback, along with Wade Bennett.
and The Miz.
But who's he gonna face tonight? Who's Curtis Axel gonna face tonight?
I'm not sure yet,
But we're about to find out. So let's get back to it. McGillicuddy takes on
Curtis
Axel takes on the Intercontinental Champion Wade Bennett in a
non-title match.
before the match gets started. Bennett tries to negotiate a peace treaty of sorts with Paul Heyman, stating that they don't need to fight each other. Yeah,
He and
Axel don't need to fight each other tonight and risk
injuring one of them.
for the Intercontinental title triple threat at Payback.
The Miz comes out
And goats them into fighting each other. Anyway, the match gets on the way. They eventually go to the outside.
Well,
Axel tries to hit a running forearm on Barrett, but
Bennett ducks and
he ends up hitting Miz in the face. Barrett gets control of the match. After this, rolls Axel into the ring. He turns around for a second
to make sure Miz
is actually down and not coming after him. As Barrett comes in the ring, he gets caught with the McGillicuddy spinning neck breaker as he's coming to the rope. After that, Axel goes for the pin, gets the win. Curtis Axel is still undefeated so far, and could be on his way to becoming the new
Intercontinental Champion.
just as his father, Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig, used to be. I'd love to see that.
But that's
This Sunday, but we still got a lot to go. Let's get to it. After Axel gets the win,
The Miz.
as he's celebrating, the Miz comes back in and hits a skull-crushing finale on
Axel
to end that segment. We then get
another look at
the soon to be coming to the WWE Wyatt family,
which I believe will
be a tremendous faction to come in. But coming up next is the main event, as we see the Shield make the triumphant entrance into the SmackDown ring area through the crowd. Tag team champions Waynes and Rollins, U.S. champion Dean Ambrose,
set to take on
team RK-No, and
the big
Red Machine Kane in our main event. It should be a good match.
Let's get back to the
Main event of SmackDown. Well, in the middle of the main event, Kane
and team
RK-No against the Shield. Just as we went to a commercial, like Randy Orton was in control of the match.
He was about to hit a
Double DDT off the rope on both
Wallace and
Dean Ambrose, but Ambrose slides out and
James Orton
on the neck first across the rope, across the top rope. Rollins then hits a spin kick from the apron, or a side kick from the apron, kicking Orton and knocking him to the mat.
It's pretty
Interesting to me to see that I haven't really noticed if Kane's really been in the match,
all that much.
or because it seems like Orton and Ambrose are basically
Tagging each other in.
the whole time. But the Shield's in control right now.
Man,
We're on a commercial. Let's see how the match winds up. The match comes to an end when
it was like Seth
Rollins is gonna come off the rope, but Orton pushes him off.
Not one, but
Kane pushes him off and right into the RKO, leading to Daniel Bryan logging in to get
no luck for
the first ever tap out victory over the Shield
in a
6-man tag. The other two were taken out by Daniel Bryan doing the
flying goop.
maneuver through the rope, and Kane throwing Rollins
No throwing Wayne's
and Ambrose into the announce area, into the
timekeepers
area, which led to the finish I just said.
and the
Shield getting the first 6-man tag loss on
Smackdown.
What does this mean for Payback this Sunday?
The Shield gonna lose.
All the titles? I'm hoping not. But that's the end of SmackDown.
And
Be sure to follow my sponsors. TheDreamElite.com for all your MMA and WWE
and TNA.
news. And I'm out.